Hello, this is Jamie Maggart. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. Today I'm going to show you how I made this card. It folds totally flat to go in the envelope, but let's get started. Only ink pad I'm using is Blackberry Bliss. I have a scrap of the shimmer paper, the one with just a little bit of glimmer on it. I have a 4-inch square of the Designer Series paper, and that is the Pattern Party Designer Series paper. It's one you can get as a hostess gift. I have a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of white, which I have run through the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. I'm going to be using the gorgeous leaves and the die set to go with it. I'm just using this leaf here. I have a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 inch piece of black. It's going to be a layer, so this is a scrap piece. It has a piece cut out of it. It'll layer up just fine. And then I have my card base, which is the thick, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored and folded at 4 1/4. So a 4-inch square, 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of white that's run through in the embossing folder, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece of black, and your card base. Okay, so let's get started here. Let's do the leaf first so I can have it dry a little bit, and then I can cut it out. I'm going to go ahead and ink that up. And this is Blackberry Bliss ink. Go ahead and stamp that. I'll try to let it absorb into the paper a little bit. Okay, awesome. I'm going to take the coordinating die, line it up, and run it through my die cutting machine. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I do want to point out that this die is not going to cut out all the little spots that are around the outside of it. It's just going to cut out the leaf. I did get it a little bit misshaped, but that's alright, it works. I didn't use tape to hold it down, so. Okay, so we've got that piece. Now we're going to bring in our 4-inch piece. We're going to keep it with the side that we want to be the most dominant in the center up. And we're going to fold these corners in to meet the middle. You want it to be pretty center. So I'm going to fold them all to the center. This is a 4-inch square. So if you want to take a pencil or a pen, do I even have one here? Pencil would probably be better. We're going to cover it up anyway. Bring in a ruler and measure in 2 inches. And then measure over 2 inches. And that intersecting point there should be the middle right there, so we're gonna try that. Give them a good crease. Use your bone folder if you need to. Actually, let's get this black pad out of the way. Okay. They all should meet up nicely. Doesn't have to be perfect. It is forgiving. Oh, somehow it didn't quite get to the center right. Okay. So you're just folding all these corners up to the center. adjust this just a little bit. Okay, then we're going to fold them back, and I'm just guesstimating. If you want it to be perfect, line it up with your paper here. You're going to fold it back about 1/4 inch, which is one line. I guess it's a little bit more than that. Let's see, let's measure. It is almost 1/2 inch. It's like 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so you're just going to center it up on here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's centered up on there. And we're going to use that this line here to know that we've got our point straight. Okay, and do that on all of the sides. Kind of want this point to match really want this to be a little more lined up there. I'm just going to work those corners just a little bit, and you don't have to be so fiddly, but alright, I just did them. I didn't really line anything up. This one a little smaller. Okay. That side's very crooked. So we can straighten it out just a little bit. Alright. Sorry, it's fiddly. The first one I did just came out instantly. There we go. It's because I'm on camera. I'm not going to worry about erasing that, because now I'm going to take this leaf. I'm going to take one of my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the back. And I'm going to secure that right in the center. Tuck the leaf stem down in. Okay. I'm going to bring in these pieces. I'm going to mount this embossed white layer onto the black layer. I'm just going to put the glue around the edge because there's no glue in the center, or I don't want it to stick out there where it's cut out. There we go, although it wouldn't really matter because I'm going to be putting glue on it here. Okay. And this is just going to have the tiniest little border. A little glue there. Let's wipe it off. Okay, now this is going to get glued on there. You can do it cattywampus like that. I did it this way like this. Let's just put some glue on the back. It's a very simple card really once you get this part done. Glue that on there, awesome. And I made a little bow with this gingham ribbon. tips. Over there. And bring in the glue dots. The glue dot on the back. Make sure it's rolled over. Adhere it onto the stem of the leaf. And there you go, there's our card. It's really simple. It just has a punch because of the dimension for the, as it pops up a little bit as it sits. Well, there you go. There's the one we just made together. Here's the one I did previously. And this one, I think I put it more in the center. There you go. Well, thank you so much for joining me today at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you can find a little bit of time to play with some stamps, ink, and paper.